Today we sit in the Church of St. Jane de Chantal, and it's only after she had died that this started to become a place of pilgrimage. But for Jane, this would have simply been a church where she came to pray during one of the most difficult moments of her life. After Jane experienced the tragic and sudden loss of her husband Christophe, she was forced to come and live in Monthelon, the town in which we're in, with Christophe's father, an irascible old man. And so for 8 years, Jane came to this church to pray while she endured life under her father-in-law's rule. In the face of these challenges, she shared the love of God with those around her by carrying out what we would now call the corporal and spiritual works of mercy. The corporal and spiritual works of mercy are charitable actions by which we come to the aid of our neighbor in spiritual and bodily necessities. And Jesus tells us in the Gospels, "Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy," and that we are to be merciful just as our Father is merciful. In the beautiful stained glass windows that you see here, we see Jane, a woman of virtue, carrying out the spiritual and corporal works of mercy. The church teaches us that, like St. Jane, everyone is obliged to perform works of mercy according to your ability and the needs of your neighbor. In 2016, Pope Francis announced that it was to be an extraordinary Jubilee year of mercy. And in announcing that Jubilee year of mercy, Pope Francis said this: "Life itself is a pilgrimage." For the past several days, we have been on pilgrimage, traveling along the paths of our founders, Saints Jane and Francis, and their followers, St. Margaret Mary. The reality is, however, the pilgrimage doesn't end when we get off the plane and go home. Rather, it continues through the rest of our lives as we leave this holy place, this church where St. Jane prayed for inspiration and courage. May our hearts be converted. When we return home from our pilgrimage, may we dedicate ourselves to living out these works, like Jane, in a way that is truly merciful.